Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. So recently I did a video on how I contour and I didn't like how it turned out after I edited it. So I'm refilming it, but I'm putting a minor twist to it. It's not really anything big, but I was just gonna do like a small get ready with me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I'll do is a plan. I'm just gonna be taking my Catrice Prime and Fine to minimize my pores, fill in my craters on my face. So since as I'm super high maintenance when it comes to primer, I'm going to be taking the One Heck of a Blot primer by Soap and Glory. And I'm just going to be blending that out with my e.l.f. small stipple brush. And to go in with my foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match in Cocoa. And just to blend out my foundation, I'm just going to be using this e.l.f. Ultra Blending Powder. And then for concealer, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape in Deep. So basically when I highlight my under eye, when I conceal and or highlight, I don't really take it too far down. It's just a preference of mine. And then I go down the bridge of my nose. I don't take it into the center of my forehead. And then I go to my chin. Sometimes I'll go my Cupid's bow. So what I like to do is I like to let my concealer sit for a little bit while I do my brows. So yeah, for my brows I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Dipbrow pomade in chocolate with my e.l.f. Brow brush in 203. It's not really my favorite brush, but I can't really find a good one that I like. I mean, it still gets the job done and stuff like that, so I can't really complain about that.
Likely a simple piece of junk being controlled by someone else. Wait, what are you talking about? Who is it? Where are they?
The King team is having a harder time with their training than I thought they would. Good luck, boys.
Jenna, let me go into the chamber training. So
To blend out my concealer, I'm going to be going in with the To blend out my concealer, I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques Deluxe Concealer Brush. To set my concealer, I'm going to be going in with To set my concealer, I'm just going to be using my Smashbox contouring palette, and I'm just going to be taking this shade right here on the Real Techniques setting powder. My SIM card ran out of memory, so yeah, I was saying that I was saying that I'm not liking how the foundation is sitting on my skin. Just looks a little rough and bumpy. Maybe it's because I'm breaking out, but around my brows here and then right here, it just seems a little bit more bumpier than normal, than what my other foundations would normally do. I'm just not liking how it's sitting on my skin, but I will keep testing it out and let you guys know if I like it or not. The powder that I'm going to be using to set the rest of my face is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in translucent. It looks a little cracky and disheveled or something like that. It just doesn't look like it would normally look because I had to repress it. The brush that I'm using is the e.l.f. complexion brush. My niece came in my room and she got into my makeup. She dropped this powder and it shattered all over my floor, so whatever little piece that was left from this powder, I pressed it back to the best of my abilities. So for my eye primer, I'm going to be taking my Milani eye primer. So with this palette, reason being for me thinking of decluttering this palette, I'm holding it upside down. is because I have it in my collection. I haven't really touched it. And I just want to make sure that I love the look that I create with this palette. I want to make sure that I love whatever look I can create with this palette. If whatever palette I have in my collection, I enjoy the looks that I get from it, and that's what I want to feel with this one. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. If I don't like the look that I get with it, I'm gonna be decluttering it. So it's just a connection that I want to feel with my palettes and the look that I can create with it, a look that I feel like I could constantly go back to with certain palettes. I know it sounds crazy me talking about a connection with a palette and creating certain types of looks that I enjoy and that I want to go back to. So without further ado, let's get into the look. So let's see. I'm gonna be taking this color here into my crease area as a transition color. I'm feeling this color right here, this one. So I'm going to be taking that on my lid. Ooh. It's like this mossy green type color. I'm going to be taking it, the brush that I used to blend for my transition color, I used the Essence Eye Blender brush. I love these brushes. I have like 2 more of them in my collection here. So if you guys are looking for like cheap, good quality cheap brushes, you could check out at Essence, Eco Tools, Elf, and Real Techniques, and Morphe. The same color that I went in for my transition, I'm just going to be using it again to blend out whatever harsh edges that's here on the Eco Tools highlight brush. It's this small little highlighting brush. Shadow, seems like these metallic shadows are a little difficult to blend. I'm just gonna go back in with this blender brush that I used with my transition before. Even up a little, I'm just gonna be going in with this color here. On that same Essence blending brush. Need something a little bit more compact. I guess I'll just use this e.l.f. blender. On this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eye pencil in the waterline. I'm just gonna go back in with the same color that I used on my lid with my finger.
Just press it on my lid.
For mascara, I'm going to be going in with my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. Today I'm going to be using two blushes, the LA Colors Rad Rugs blush in To The Max, and the CoverGirl Cheekers in Rockin' Rose. Really cheap, flimsy packaging, but this blush is really good. And then for cheekers, yeah, 86 on this blush. It's going out of my collection. Let me see. I know my hair is a mess. So the contouring palette that I'm going to be using is my Smashbox contouring palette. So to do my contouring, I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Flawless face brush. And how I find my cheekbones is I turn my head slightly and I see a shadow. Some would say get something and then just go from the here of your ear, the top of your ears and down, and you could find you mark your cheekbones. Some would say do a fishy face. What I find that works easiest for me is I tilt my head to the side and I find my cheekbone. I don't like using cream products for contouring. I'm not a fan of cream products just because of my oily skin. I just feel like I'm caking on way too much product on my face when I do cream contour, and then I just go back over again with powder. I'm just not a fan of that, so I just don't do the cream contouring. I just stick with powder, and that's just how it goes for me. I just run the contouring powder over around the perimeters of my face, especially my forehead, and then I'll dip back and forth in between these two shades here, the contouring and the bronzer, just to not make it look like I'm trying to shrink my face any more than it's already shrunken. I do have a fairly small face. So I try to do whatever I can, but it's just what works for your face shape. I really haven't, I'm still trying to figure out what works for my face shape still, but as to what I'm doing, how I do my contour, I find that this works for me until I find other ways of doing my contour. Once I figure that out a little bit more, I'll share that with you guys as I go and figure it out. What else? Let's jump to highlight. So my highlighter that I'm gonna be using is the Becca highlighter in Opal, and it's just this mini travel size. I love this highlighter. It's awesome. The brush that I'm gonna be using is my Morphe M501. I love this brush for highlighting. It's like the best highlighting brush ever. And then this highlighter, it just makes it you look like you're just a glowing goddess. Ooh. Yeah, I know I sound crazy. I'm gonna apply my lipstick. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last liquid lip, the Catsuit. It's in the color Caramel Cake. But yeah, this is the ending of my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this little makeup session, contouring, highlighting, mini get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this or for any other videos. And as always, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you. Mwah.